What's good, y'all? Welcome back. Uh, it's Wednesday, I think it's the 15th or 16th. I really don't know. Uh, so last night, some shit went down. Uh, Hold on, I just got a text message from a bitch. Whatever, that bitch could wait. But, last night I was in a situation where I really didn't know what the fuck was supposed to happen to my ass. Like, I was about to get clapped, my nigga. Like, pause, pause, pause. I was about to get smoked, like, like fucking blunts that you roll up. So, I go to not a gas station, but yeah, I went to a gas station last night. I bought some bottled water for a delivery that I was supposed to give the customer, because what they do is they have like an order bundle, and I have to buy them a drink for this order. I go to the gas station. This was before I picked up their food, but I picked up their food at a. It was supposed to be a bar, but uh, I went to the wrong bar, and I thought I went to the right one because they're similar on the map that I put the GPS in, and so knowing that, I'm all like, all right, bet, let me put this shit in here. And so once I do that, I show up to the wrong bar, and I'm in the parking lot. I parked the car, and it's not even like 5 minutes into me being parked over there, where some guy just pulls up out of nowhere, or some guy gets in his car in front of me. Like, I'm parked right now. Basically, you guys can't see this, but there's a sidewalk in front of me, like a few feet away, and the guy gets in his car, reverses it, parks behind my car, puts it in drive, aligns my car with his, pulls down his window, and then he's like, "Oh, my bad. I thought you were my homie." I'm looking at him like, who the fuck are you? And why the fuck would you do some weird ass shit like that? Like, that's the type of shit niggas do when they about to, like, smoke your ass. Like, that's the type of shit niggas do that they drive by a nigga and then literally smoke his ass. Like, I thought I was gonna get fucking, like, shot, my nigga, because if some car, right, reverses it and then aligns it with your car, you're thinking to yourself, who is this guy and what the fuck is he gonna do to my ass? Like, and I rolled down my window too, like, expecting this nigga to say something, like, explain your actions. Why are you all of a sudden interested in talking to me? Like, and this is why I say, and I'm not paranoid, y'all. Speaking from my own experiences, the shit I see in my town is the shit that in other places it's abnormal. It's not normal. I've seen niggas at a stoplight pull out a Glock outside the fucking window. A couple years back in this same area when I had my bike, before I even had a car, and this was back in 2019, before that shit got fucking stolen. My ass was just biking, and some kids asked me, they said, "Hey dude, can you come over here real quick?" I told myself, nigga, I'm leaving. So I hauled ass all the way to my fucking house. Now, them niggas didn't follow my ass, but something in my intuition, I just had a gut feeling that something is not right. And as a black man, or as just a young ass nigga in general, you have to have like intuition. You know, you have to kind of, you have to know like if something is not right or something is just bad. Like, you can't walk into this world expecting everything to be good and people to smile in your face, but not do some fuck shit behind it. And I don't know if it's just because I'm a black person that people do this to me, or it's because people see something in me that needs to be exploited or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I do know this. You know, as somebody who used to be fucked over a lot, who used to be seen as a joke by a lot of people, I could pretty much tell if somebody is seeking vengeance on me or if somebody is mutual. And as a nigga, you know, society has fucked me over so many times, and the world and, you know, the economy, that they've turned me into somebody that I cannot trust. Like, I just can't trust a lot of people. In my rotation, I only have maybe 2 to 3 niggas that are my real actual like friends. Everybody else is just somebody I may talk to once in a while. You know, I may keep tabs on niggas, but, you know, when it comes to even going out in public, you know, people have this like this malice, this hidden intent, this sort of this hatred against me. And yes, it's technically considered racism, but it's deeper than that. My issue is with when I'm in public, right, doing my business, and then all of a sudden people want to assume some "what are you doing here" type shit. Why are you here? 9 times out of 10, I'm somewhere to buy something and I'm leaving. I'm not in a spot for a long ass time. Especially with this delivery job. I notice every restaurant I go to, there's people that just give me dirty ass, mean ass looks. And I've gotten looks my whole life, and it's normal. But, you know, I'm just a nigga to just pick some shit up, my nigga. I'm not here to cause any fuck shit with niggas. I'm not here to talk with niggas. I'm just here to pick shit up and leave. There is no, like, you know, contacting a cook or whatever. Like, there is no fucking let me say hi to this nigga. I just strictly pick shit up and leave. You know. But what people don't want to come out of the closet and admit is if a nigga like me is even working, like, to get a job, or a nigga like me is even in an area, like, especially at these bars and shit. You know, the nigga that pulled up last night, like, you know, and just was talking to me, it happened to be in a bar parking lot. It happened to be in a place where it's there's a very high chance of, like, a lot of mentally drunk, unstable niggas. And so, that's something that I also have to keep in mind. You know, this fuck shit ass town that a lot of niggas have really bad intentions. Like, I can't trust anybody out here, man. Like, I really can't. You know, because people look at me a certain way and assume I'm doing some shit. But you gotta tell yourself, It's not you, it's them. 9 times out of 10, it's them being uncomfortable with you. And I think that's what I've noticed with a lot of people. A lot of people are just uncomfortable with me even being in a room or a restaurant or whatever. And what I have to say to those people, I can't help you. Like, I can't help you. You know, for me just to go in a restaurant and pick some food up and still have people like having this pure raw hatred against me is something I just can't help you with, you know. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. You gotta pick up on like people's energy out here, you know, whether it's positive or negative. As a black man, like black people, we have this thing where if we're in a place, we can sense the racism. We can feel like people are watching us, and people have the worst sort of prejudice against me. Like, if I was in a bar, depending on if there's a lot of people, that shit is like through the roof. It's kind of like, you know, Spidey sense in a way. Like, you know how Spider-Man, every time, before there's even danger, he gets this thing in his mind that, okay, some shit is about to happen that's really bad. Me, I get that shit every so often, damn near every day. And that's why I'm not in an area for a long amount of time. Excuse me, I may only be in, like, let's say a restaurant or even out in public for like less than like 2 minutes, man. Like, I'm really not out there much. Like, I don't really go out much, you know, because I could sense the prejudice. I could feel people's energy, negative. And it doesn't necessarily have to be white people. It could be niggas. It could be Asian people. It could be like Puerto Ricans, whatever. Like, either God has this thing instilled inside of me that I could just pick up on like energy. I could discern people, or, you know, it's because of my experiences that He's made me really see the inside of, like, really see people's like mindset, you know. But I'm also the type of person where I really critique and judge people's like behavior, especially like white people. I study y'all like mannerisms and shit, like to the teeth, like, because you have to think white people, they've tricked us to believe that they're the more superior race. And so slavery, all of that shit, you know, as somebody whose ancestors were not slaves, I can really like judge for myself that white people, when it comes to just even being in a room with them, they don't have the best intent for me. Like, they don't have the best mindset. Because I could tell just like the vibe they give off that they're people, they don't want to fuck with me and I don't want to fuck with them, you know. And so it's mostly the vibes for me. If people give off a negative vibe, which I really feel a lot of times people do, I don't fuck with them. If people want to judge me just for being black and not what I do, you know, that's some fuck shit, retarded shit. You know, that's lame, because neither you or anybody else that's white has really like the energy to judge my ass. Like, basically nobody has the right to judge me because you don't fucking know me. But pick up on the vibes of niggas. You know, you gotta discern. And I've gotten better at this now that I'm older. Because as a kid, I used to be fucked over by a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas used to, you know, want to play nice with me, want to get to know me. And this isn't for like from time to time. This is for like years on end, you know. And you gotta really tell yourself, like, not everybody has the best interest for you. And so that's why I could discern and pick up on people's vibes. And people, I think they see that and they know that. And they see me as somebody who's serious. And a lot of people see me as somebody that they can't fuck over. And so that's why people have this hatred and this, like, just this vendetta against me. So I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all. I'm gonna go back to work and, you know, deal with all this, like, fuck shit in society. But, you know, I'm gonna hit y'all line up later. It's your boy E.B.N. Subscribe to the network for more videos like this. Peace. I'm out. And time to get this bread.